What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a glass of blackberry brandy tonight, so you know it's gonna be good. So here's a question: to niche or not to niche? You know, my videos have started getting too long lately, so let's just get into it. So let's be honest, there are so many people in the fragrance community that think that having a niche fragrance is what is going to make them stand out and just kind of be considered serious as a collector. You know, some people think that they have to have a niche fragrance in their collection for them to be thought of as serious, when I don't think that's the case at all. You know, think about it. In actuality, the difference between niche fragrances and designer fragrances is that niche fragrance companies only specialize in making fragrance, where places like Dior and Prada and Versace and Armani, they make so many other things, and fragrances are just part of, you know, some of the products that they sell. But you've got places like Nichane, like Parfums de Marly, Creed, Byredo, all of those places, they specialize only in making fragrances. But that doesn't always mean that they're going to be as good. Some fragrances smell like crap. Some fragrances don't last all that long. Some niche fragrances are so popular and so many people buy them that it doesn't even feel all that special to have it. Creed Aventus, especially when you could get something like this, which is Club de Nuit Intense Man. My little thing broke off of it. This is the most popular Creed Aventus clone, and damn it, it does a very good job. You get that black currant, you get that birch, you get that pineapple-y type of citrus note in here, and it lasts twice as long and costs 1/10 of the price. I'm talking, this is somewhere around $35 tops. I mean, why are people gonna go for Creed Aventus when they have that as an option? Now let's think about this one. This is one of the more hated ones from the Creed line. I know I'm picking on Creed a little bit, but this is Creed Viking Cologne. I was actually sent this, I didn't buy it, but this is a citrus bomb that does not last very long at all. And it's not that special in its scent profile. You know, there's so many things like Dior Homme Sport that I think do a much better job at smelling niche quality than an actual niche fragrance does. But this 100 milliliter bottle, if you bought this retail, you're easily paying over $300 for it. But I would take something instead of that one that only costs $20. It is from the house of Banana Republic. It is Vintage Green 78. Oh man, this one smells like a meadow outside right after a fresh rain. I know that sounds really descriptive and poetic and stuff, but it really does. It's got this tiny bite of citrus on top, but it's got this aromatic feel. It's got some oak moss in there and some other things that give it this outdoorsy type of green vibe. This is an absolute bomb. The longevity is there, the projection is there. This is niche quality right here at a fraction of the price. Now let's think, for example, something else. Parfums de Marly, not Layton. This is Percival. I actually left Layton out of this list today. You should be proud of me. But Percival is actually a little bit more of a lavender bomb. Smells really good, very office safe. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because my only gripe about Parfums de Marly is I feel like their fragrances, they're all made really safe. Hasavat and Callan are two exceptions to that rule. Okay, I'll give you that one, but they've got, you know, 12 or 15 more fragrances in there that I think play just too safe. And I'm looking for something a little more unique, a little more special in that scent. But this reminds me a whole lot of Prada L'Homme, and it is good. Okay, it is good, but is it worth paying $300 for 100 mils or $270 for a 60 or a 75 mil? I don't know, but take this one for example. This is from a small company called Oil and Oud. They are out of London and they make alcohol-free perfumes. This is called Dutch Money. Look at that. A small 10 milliliter bottle that is a roll-on, man. Now, when I tested this out, this has a very, I'll call it a rouge type of vibe to it. For those of you that have smelt El Hermain's Amber Oud Gold Edition, this one has some similarities to that one. But this one is maybe $25 US. They ship worldwide, okay? Being a roll-on, you can keep it in your pocket, you can travel with it very easily, but get this. This fragrance right here, I rolled it on my skin one night at 7:30 in the evening, and it was still on my skin, easily on my skin at 11 o'clock the next morning, and I had to shower to get it off. That is how strong this is. But it's a small company, and they make this fragrance that is easily niche quality, man. So Oil and Oud out of London, England, you guys should go check them out for sure. So here are a couple of other fragrances that I think are niche quality, but you don't have to pay niche prices for them. First off, I'm gonna give you this one. This is just one of my favorites. It is Sauvage Elixir. I've talked about this one before. This is sandalwood, it is cinnamon, it is lavender. Really, really good. My favorite in the Sauvage line. I've talked about this one quite a bit, but some people are turned off by this because they think it smells a little bit like licorice. But I think this is a very refined, gentlemanly smell. It costs about $170 for 60 milliliters, but 2 sprays will give you 12 hours of longevity easily. It's well worth the money. Also, you could think about this one. I got this one in the mail today. Another small company from a company called Guy Fawkes. It is Tyler. And Tyler, they actually name all of their fragrances after their best friends, which I think is a really, really cool thing. But this is a great summer fragrance that I think is right on the cusp of being niche quality. I say cusp because this is a smaller company. The longevity is almost there. I get about 6.5 hours off of my skin with it, but I am actually absolutely in love with this. It is close to being my signature scent for the summertime. It's got coastal sage, coconut water, and juniper. So you get that coconut type of pina colada feel in there, but still you have that aquatic sensation in there. Oh man, this is really good. This one right here will run you $59.50. But if you go on their website, guyfawkes.com, and use my code RAFscents, you can get 15% off. I'm telling you, bro, don't skip out on this line. These guys are amazing. They've been featured in GQ. They've been featured in Forbes. They're up and coming, so pay attention to them. And then one last one I will talk about is from the house of RAFscents. It is La Yucca Pour Homme. This one is not talked about as much in the fragrance community, but you're gonna be looking at about $70 for this one. But this one smells a whole lot like Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. And it's kind of a mix between Tuscan leather and ombre leather. Not quite as spicy as the Tuscan, but not quite as smooth as the ombre. All right, now I also know, before you guys give me some hate in the comments, I also know that Tom Ford is not actually a niche fragrance company, okay? But I kind of throw them in this list a little bit because they have some of the most niche smelling fragrances on the market. They have some absolute bangers, from Beau de Jour to Tobacco Vanille to Oud Wood, Neroli Portofino, Black Orchid, all of those really good ones, man. They are sensational. But this one is a great, great option. It's got some suede, it's got some leather, and that top note, get ready for it, of raspberry. And the P in the word raspberry never gets enough love, so I make sure to highlight it every once in a while. But this is a really good one for you to check out. But in short, this video is to remind you that niche doesn't always equal quality, okay? You don't have to have a niche fragrance in your collection to be considered a good collector. You don't even need to worry about being considered a collector. Just get stuff that smells good to you. Just don't think you have to pay an arm and a leg. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget, go to jomashop.com where you can purchase some really awesome discounted fragrances. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. It is my affiliate link, so when you make a purchase, a little bit of that money comes back to me, and I appreciate all the help you give me. Much love to you all. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.